All right, last Proverbs of today, wisdom's call. Do not wisdom call out, does not understanding raise her voice at the highest point along the way where the paths meet, she takes her stand. Beside the gate leading into the city at the entrance, she cries aloud, wisdom's call. To you, O people, I call out, I raise my voice to all mankind. You who are simple, gain prudence. You who are foolish, set your hearts on it. Listen, for I have trustworthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right. My mouth speaks what is true, for my lips detest wickedness. All the words of my youth are just. All the words of my mouth are just. None of them is crooked or perverse. To the discerning, all of them are right. They are upright to those who have found knowledge. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. I possess knowledge and discretion. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance. Evil behavior and perverse speech, counsel and sound judgment are mine. I have insight, I have power. By me kings reign and rulers issue decrees that are just. By me kings reign and rulers issue decrees that are just. By me princes govern and nobles, all who rule on earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. My fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. I walk in the way of righteousness along the paths of justice, bestowing a rich inheritance on those who love me and making their treasuries full. The Lord brought me forth as the first of his works before his deeds of old. I was formed long ages ago at the very beginning when the world came to be. When there were no watery depths, I was given birth. When there were no springs overflowing with water, before the mountains were settled in place, before the hills I was given birth. Before he made the world or its fields or any of the dust of the earth, I was there when he set the heavens in place. When he marked out the horizon on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above and fixed security of the fountains of the deep. When he gave the sea its boundaries so the waters would not overstep his command. And when he marked out the foundations of the earth, and I was constantly at his side, I was filled with delight day after day, rejoicing always in his presence, rejoicing in his whole world and delighting in mankind. Now then, my children, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Listen to my instruction and be wise, and do not disregard it. Blessed are those who listen to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorway. For those who find me find life, and those who fail to find me harm themselves. All who hate me love death. Wisdom, to be wise in your decisions. Look at me, it's hard. Like it's hard to read the Bible when I rap and I make songs for women that maybe single. I don't know, maybe my songs make single women feel a certain way, you know? I don't know. I mostly use it to be honest with who I am and what I'm dealing with inside. I'm not trying to call no wife, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm trying to do at all. But it's the act of touch and attention and maybe even friendship. I mean, if you meet a woman or a man that already had a friend before you came, you're gonna have to deal with that. If you could deal with that, you're gonna have to deal with that. And a lot of times a person like that is like him and that girl had some sort of a chemistry to grow something together, a business or something, you know, something that they had to have a friendship for some purpose, you know. And maybe they're good friends because they're cousins or something, but it's hard to read this, especially when it says, you know, perverse words and speak what is right. My mouth speaks what is true. You who are foolish, set your hearts on it. Listen, for I have trustworthy things. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. To be wise is more precious than rubies. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, you could be alone and just stay out the way and do good, you know. I guess that's doing good because you're just kind of but I feel like this book calls you to be around people and better now. Like, want better. Like, say, I don't want the world no more. I don't want fame, or I don't want selfish desires anymore. I really just, I just want to help people and change their lives and things of that nature. You feel me? Like, maybe that's what you want to do, you know. And I think if this is saying don't do that. This is saying, you know, just be wise, like, I don't know. When I reading this Bible, I would always like things like this, like, when me riches are in honor, enduring wealth and prosperity, my fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. I walk in the way of righteous along the paths of justice. For me, it was always a struggle reading this, because I've read this multiple times. It was always a struggle reading this because it always made me really think of, like, it made me think of, what did it make me think? It made me think and feel fond and kind of envious of the man who has his beautiful wife, and he goes to work every day, comes home and satisfied with his parking driveway, satisfied with going up the lot, and satisfied, and goes to work every day, has a good relationship with his coworkers, and even if they are busybody gossips behind his back, he doesn't really even give a fuck. He walks slow, he works slow, but he's very consistent. He shows up on time, he never takes a day off. Like there's a dog right here. It's some old man's dog. It's always by her. I gotta have pizza. I don't want to feed it and have the dude be pissed at me. Maybe I'll bring some of my mom's snacks and give it to him, because dogs are smart, and he'll be like, oh shit, he's giving me some food. So, but yeah, so that's what I'm saying, is that it would always make me fond of that, right? This book always made me think about that, like that man who lived a life like that, very simple, blessed, he could just do what his wife wanted him to do. She has a mother that's like, the mother, they go to her house, or she comes over, or they go to the tia's house because their siblings are close, and there's a family orient there. There's a language there, a family. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that this book always made me think that, and it made me feel so much guilt, like, but I want a lot of stuff. I want diamonds and gold, and I want to be able to help people, and I want to have a lot. Like, why not be able to always continue to have money coming in and flowing in? Like, I mean, and some of those, and I feel like those, to have that, you're pretty wise. Like, you would have to be wise to be able to obtain that. Sometimes I feel like wisdom is equivalent. Now that I'm speaking it with you guys, and I'm faded, and like, I read the Bible so much, and mostly when I was in jail. So in there, sometimes you're just reading it, and you're looking around like, I just don't want to get in the mix with nobody. I don't want to have anybody trying to, like, there's weird people that they try to figure out who you are, and they want to, like, just because, I don't know, they just feel a certain way or whatever. And it's kind of fucked up, and people are like that even outside in the world, so it's just how people are, and that's pretty fucked up. So, but now that I can speak like this, it's like, it's kind of fucked up, that I'll feel like that. But now I don't feel so bad now that I'm by myself. Like, I should feel okay to feel okay about who I am. You know what I mean? Like, I know that at the end, like, I don't care about diamonds and gold, really. I just want to have something that creates enough revenue that's consistent, and at least have a home, and just have enough, like I said, like what this book describes, like, wise enough to but see, not everybody could coexist in a group setting, you feel me? Not everybody's able to. Everybody's on a more personal level. Like, you are not the same person when you go around a group of people. To some people's eyes, maybe. Like, to my eyes, if I looked at you, and I'd rather get down to the nitty and gritty. I want to know everything about you. Maybe because I would have hoped these same, an equivalency, like, flip it around, you know what I'm saying? Like, you'd have asked me, but even then I wouldn't even know if I would tell you. But maybe that's just a thing about me that I'm not even really familiar with yet. But that's maybe why I do it. But I feel getting close to you and getting to know you is actually safer for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just my thought on this. Like, don't want diamonds and gold. And like, open my mouth, lips, what is right, and then having to be a rapper. And like, people don't give a fuck about, like, rappers who, well, my music doesn't really have too much bad stuff in it. I think some of the explicit and descriptive lyrics, like sexually with a woman, like what I would like want to do with her, or like, you know what I mean, or how I want the situation to go down. And that's kind of what strikes my heart as well, you know. And I don't know, it doesn't provoke evil. It actually dwindles my path of like, am I doing it right or wrong, you know? And this book would actually but this has an effect on some of my lyrics and some of the songs that I continue to put out, that maybe others would be like, why would he put that such deep song, you know? But some of the deeper songs last the longest. So that was the end of Proverbs for today, and just God bless everybody, man. Peace. And do right, man. Do right. You could stop everything today, no matter what you're doing. You say stop, and just go. Get somewhere. Hit me up. Hit somebody up that you know you could trust. Peace.